Roll show. It's not just rock and roll. It's Holy Joe rock and roll. Great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America.
What's up, everybody? It's Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you live and definitely unscripted. Let's make America great again, but let's also make Italy great again, huh? MIGA? M-I-G-A? Well, I don't know if you've heard, but was it yesterday? 2 days ago? Yesterday, the Italians went to vote. And it's been a major upset for the EU globalist peoples who have been doing their best to destroy Europe. And the reason why this is important is what I've been saying for a long time is the reaction. What would it take for there to be a reaction in Europe? And for those people who say that Europe is gone, it's a foregone conclusion, right? It's over. Do you know your history? It's not over until the fat lady sings, people. Right? That's what I can tell you. It's not over until the fat lady sings. And definitely, we're talking about Italy and opera and fat ladies in the opera singing. They haven't sung yet. It ain't over. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. By the way, I am broadcasting live not only on YouTube, but also on Twitter. Or Periscope, if you will. So, yeah, we fixed that technical difficulties. Let me just double check it. Just double check it. Yeah, I don't hear any problems. And here we go. Okay, so the election results are in from Italy. They just elected and basically booted out the leftist, center-left government, and they voted in two center-right parties. Okay, the parties are known as the Five Star Movement and the League. Now, neither one of these two got a solid majority, right? They didn't get 51%, but they both did really, really well. And they're going to form a coalition. There's no doubt about it. That it makes sense that they would form a coalition. So what are the results? Well, let's take a look. 37% of the vote went to the right-wing coalition. The right-wing coalition. 32.6% went to the Five-Star Movement. And 22% went to the left-wing coalition. And 3.4% went to the Free and Equal. I don't know what party that is. But if you look at the map, as you can see this map right there, right? The blue is the right-wing coalition, and the yellow is the Five-Star Movement, also a right-wing group, right? So basically, if you combine blue and yellow together, that's practically the whole country. Okay, now there's one little gray area up there in the north, northwest, which has no results as of this publication. 4 p.m. the 5th of March. So that was yesterday in my time, because I'm now into the 6th of March. 2018, by the way. So this is exciting. The left-wing coalition, I guess, got two of these regions, got a majority of the vote in those two regions, but the rest of the country, pretty much heavily affected by immigration, is voting to get rid of the current government. Okay? To get rid of the policies of the current government. Now, what is interesting is that I believe it was the Five Star Movement, which is in the southern part, most heavily affected by illegal immigration and illegal migrants and just invaders, basically. It's not about the color, it's about the character, the content of the character, okay? And these people coming into the country, number one, shouldn't be there. They're not fleeing from any kind of war. They're economic migrants trying to suck off the teat of the EU, okay? And more specifically, at least initially, Italy. Now, if you've been to Italy lately, if you've been to Rome, even Rome lately, you see in, especially the tourist areas, it's full of third world people selling knockoff bags, right? You know, Gucci, Fendi, what's it, GB, Gobble Gabor, whatever, whatever else. Now, that may be a minor nuisance, obviously a major copyright violation, but they came in illegally, and they really, according to the law, if we're going to be following the law in all of these countries, they need to be deported. And it was the 5-Star Movement that said, the leaders said that they would be deporting up to 500,000 of these illegal migrants. Now, is it possible if they get into government, will they be able to do this? I don't see what could stop them. I mean, what could stop them from enforcing Italian law? What could really stop them? What are you going to be called a racist? You're going to be called a Nazi? Who cares? Just get these people out of your country. That's what has to happen. That's why these people were voted in. Voted in. Now, so it's going to take a couple weeks for these guys to develop a coalition and take power, and we'll see what happens. But, you know, Italy has been ravaged for a number of years of not only corruption in the government, but also in everything else, but also high unemployment, not very good economic situation for most of the people. Not I would say most of the people, for a lot of the people, especially those in the South. Ah, man, Stream Health is red. I hope that's not a bad thing. And Italy really needs a shot in the arm. And these migrants are obviously these migrants are not helping Italy. Because if they were helping Italy, you would be able to note a massive increase in GDP, a massive increase in prosperity, and you don't see that, right? You're not seeing that. So you're not going to be able to convince anybody that immigration of this type is helping the Italian people, okay? So this is just another step in the reaction to these globalist policies, these anti-country, anti-culture, anti-Christianity, if you will, policies that have allowed millions of unvetted migrants just to flood into Europe. And it has to end. It has to end. I mean, did you think it would just continue? Did you think it would continue forever? And then people are saying that, oh, well, these people that are illegally in the countries already, they're going to have a higher birth rate. With who? With who? If it's, 80, 90% single male, military age, I mean, who's going to have babies with them? I mean, seriously. Even if they were able to find people to have 5, 6 kids, I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. So we'll see. We'll see. But in my opinion, it is very positive and an optimistic situation for Italy that they've been able to do this, make this move to the right to free themselves of the leftist, globalist stranglehold which has been destroying their country. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you guys. You're not going to have any audio, but this is Silvio Berlusconi. Yeah, Silvio Berlusconi, a previous prime minister, right? I believe the prime minister of Italy. Here he is at the polls. I'm going to try to get this full screen so you can see it better. I don't know if it's not showing up. No, it's not showing up. Okay, anyway, I can't make it full screen, but get ready for this. I guess I'll maybe. Here he is at the polls trying to vote, and this girl out of nowhere. You can see her right here with her arm sticking out on the table. Just moments before, she just ripped off a top, whatever top she had on. She's gonna jump on the table. Watch this. The titties hanging out. Now I don't know what I saw Berlusconi written on her on the front, but I don't know what else was written on there. Here we go. Bam. Bam. Now I don't know what your tastes are in women, but that's a pretty hot specimen right there. But I don't know what is her deal. What is her deal? What's it say? You can barely read that. Maybe revolution? I thought it said Berlusconi. Let me. I'm gonna zoom in on that. I can't read what it says on her. Across her titties. But anyhow, not for nothing, but. Yeah, someone's suggesting that maybe it says, Berlusconi, you're the father of my baby. Who knows, man? Hey, somebody said they saw me in the Rinnick a few days ago. Hey, man, feel free to say hi, all right? Probably I was with my kids getting some pawn checks. I don't know if you saw me then. That's where I was the last trip there. But anyhow, this is hilarious, man. And I didn't see this on any. I didn't get a lot of coverage, but I don't know what she was protesting. There's no information in here regarding why she was doing this, and there was no information in the video from this is HuffPost doing this. But notice the bias from the Huffington Post. Italy's election is a blow to European unity and a boost for the far right. How do you know that? How do you know it's a blow to European unity? What does that mean, European unity? If it means the globalist, communist, Fourth Reich, known as the European Union, yeah, it's going to be a blow to the European Union. But as far as European unity, U-N-I-T-Y, it's a unity. I don't see how that's going to affect that. If Italy is in a good position physically, culturally, financially, it's good for the European Union. It's good for European unity, right? The opposite is not good for European unity. If Italy is burdened with millions of unvetted, illegal migrants, and not only the cultural implications of that, but the physical, financial implications of that on the Italian taxpayer, and just if you just open your eyes and watch, you can see videos of these so-called migrants just trashing cities in the south, in Italy. Now, most of them, in fact, if not all of them, happen to be black Africans, and I'm not sure where they're coming from, but they're just, it's really like a horde of zombies just rolling through the streets, knocking down street signs, using them as weapons, breaking windows, throwing bricks, burning cars, and for what is that? What is that? I mean, what is that? Demanding social services or something like that? You're not even supposed to be in the country to begin with. That's why they the reaction, I would say, so far has been rather mild. And it may be because in Western democracies, we have the ability to vote. And if the votes are taken seriously, a peaceful transition, as peaceful as possible, can occur. And in this case, the peaceful transition may be that these people who are here illegally are going to get booted. Are not. Hang on a second. I got a bad video settings. Interesting. It's not my fault. Oh, what did I do? Hope I didn't do something. Okay, anyway, sorry, it's like YouTube is telling me my keyframe rate is off. Whatever, we'll deal with that later. So, you know, and we just look at some of the trends. I'll just kind of regurgitate them here for you, but you probably know that most recent, well, the first thing was probably the Brexit, right? A lot of the people who voted for Brexit was because of immigration. They wanted to have control of the immigration policies of the United Kingdom. Then, of course, Trump was elected in the United States. A lot of that had to do with immigration and controlling our borders and making America great again and stopping stupid policies, right, that have been hurting America. And like, well, right around that time, Poland voted in the center-right government. Then we had Austria voted in a center-right government. And now, Germany, the ADF, the Alternative for Deutschland, had incredible growth in their party, going from like single digits to double digits, 30, high 30%. And now Italy, with a combined, it's like 69% between these two parties, between the Five-Star Movement and the League, or La Liga. These two movements, these two parties combined, look at that, 37 plus 32, that's 69, almost 70% of the electorate voted, 70% voted for center-right, right-wing, whatever you want to call it, center-right populist, nationalist governments that want to take their country back and make Italy great again. Part of that might include deporting, whether voluntarily or by force, 500,000 illegals in the country. This is Holy Joe Rock and Roll. This has been live and unscripted. Excuse me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.
Great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America. You're listening to the Holy Joe Rock and Roll Show.